If you're watching this video, it means that you've gotten past the title and you've gotten past the thumbnail and the artwork. So, hello, friends. Welcome in. So, first off, I answer the question: no, 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 no. That is the gut reaction. Now, it takes every single ounce of my being just to push myself past the no and just look at the maybes, right? So, should the Vikings be in on Clay Matthews? Background. So, 11-year pro, 34 years old, turns 34 in May. All right, let's get it. So it was a first-round pick by the Packers in 2006. And, of course, that stupid face and the stupid, Vigo from Ghostbusters 2 look and all the flipping of the hair. Get out of here. Also, the whiny bee. Oh, they're holding me. Oh, they're holding me. Just get out of here. Crybaby. Despise him. Actually, he besides Rodgers' smugness, Matthews may be up there for me in terms of most despised Packer of all time. Like, he's certainly up there. And also, this isn't like a full-on, like, hey, come on over. This is not a Ryan Longwell. This is not a Brett Favre, come on over. This is not Greg Jennings to a degree. Sure, whatever. Like, this is a full-on, like, enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of deal. We'll get into why here in a sec. But background on this jabroni. So, bloodlines. His dad was a great linebacker for the Browns for a number of years. Blah blah blah. He was part of that amazing USC linebacker trio. Remember them from back in the day. So it was Clay Matthews. It was Brian Cushing, who was steroids, by the way, and Ray Mayaluga, who played for the Bengals for a hot second. I think for Zimmer, except he was bad. There you go. But then Clay Matthews got to the Packers, of course, become public enemy number one. Yeah, outside linebacker in the 3-4, and just like no one had a more punchable face than Clay Matthews, right? I'm not an advocate of violence, but yeah. Came a 6-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, blah, 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 blah. Packers kicked his old ass to the curb last off season, and then he signed in Los Angeles. He signed a 2-year, $12 million deal with the Rams. Now, they initially were like, oh, we're going to play him at inside linebacker in our 3-4. That didn't work out. He played outside the entire time, which is fine. Still generated 8 sacks, 42 total pressures, and on 614 snaps. Nailed it. There you go. And you could tell, old, lost his step. Like, he was never the fastest dude in the world anyway, but he did have a knack for getting to the quarterback. Begrudgingly respect. There you go. But now the Rams cut his old ass 1 year into their deal, so now he's a free agent, so whatever. So the cons of signing him, he's Clay Matthews. Pros of signing him. So does have experience with Dom Capers. They go way back like chiropractic when Dom was the longtime defense coordinator for the Packers. And if the Vikings, just putting together all the tea leaves and all the clues involved, does seem like the Vikings are shifting towards more of a multiple front and eventually potentially to a 3-4. So the Vikings are making that move. I mean, having someone with experience as a stand-up edge rusher would be a great benefit because currently no one on the roster has significant experience in that role, right? Including, even though Hunter would be phenomenal at it, Barr would be phenomenal at it, right? So you still don't have anyone who's been there, done that, gotten the t-shirt. And now, if Clay Matthews did sign here, the role would be greatly reduced. Like, he's not playing 600 snaps in this defense. He would never be an every down player or even like a high-end rotational guy like he was with the Rams last year. So say it would be 150 to 200 snaps, breaking that down per game, 10 to 15 in very certain passing situations, sure. But that's really about it. But getting back to the enemy of Miami thing. So he would love to stick it to the Packers. Like, he is still super salty. Like, ass is still super chapped about his exit from Green Bay. Mainly, it wasn't so much because they moved on, and it wasn't so much about the money. Is that they gave out 52. Like, they gave 52 to Rashawn Gary. Well, first off, if he came here, he ain't wearing 52 because that is Chad freaking Greenway's number. So, out of here. You can wear like 6 for all I care. It's not legal. They'll fine you. Actually, I'd like that. Wear 6. But logistically, since he was cut by the Rams, he wouldn't have an impact on compensatory picks, so it's no problem there. But I still think that if Clay Matthews signs anywhere, and yes, his old ass could retire too, probably wait after the draft. I think, frankly, a lot of significant free agents or free agents of note will be signed after the draft. It's a pretty common occurrence. I mean, Ziggy Ansah didn't sign anywhere until after the draft either last year. But see what the Vikings can do in the draft. Not a great edge class, so that is certainly working against the Vikings. But also, if they do sign up Matthews, I mean, it won't cost a lot. Probably be near the veteran minimum. Maybe like $2 to $3 million, maybe with some incentives thrown in there. Very little guarantees, very little signing bonus, etc. But going through the list of pros, like, it does make sense to a degree. But man, I even talking through it, even though it makes a lot of sense schematically with Capers, bringing in a veteran who still has a little bit of gas in the tank. I mean, if they don't bring it back, Everson, man, still tough. I can't do it. Screw it. All right, your thoughts. Vikings signing Clay Matthews? Question mark. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on in the Venmo. Plus, give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.